So, for those of you who are just jumping on for the first time, welcome. This is Singing for Self-Care. Today is a bit of a special program because I make it all up. I could decide which ones are special, and they're all special, but today I'm really excited for. If you haven't been on Zoom with me before, I have you all on mute, so you won't be able to, no one else will be able to hear you singing, so you can be as loud and raucous as you want, or you can make no noise at all, and silence is also golden. And this is how we show appreciation. We use sign language applause. You can all show me your yeah if you hear something that you like, or if you want to show appreciation to someone else on the call for something that they share. It's a good way to do that. And I would love to invite you all to, if you go to the top right corner of your screen, if you're currently in speaker view, you'll see my head real big and little heads at the top. But go ahead and switch into gallery view. So you can click the little Rubik's Cube type doodad at the top. And then you'll be able to see everyone here. And I'd just like to invite us to take a moment to really take in all of these faces that are on your screen this morning. All having this shared experience. Oh, we've even got a witch's coven. Nice. All having this shared experience that none of us have ever experienced before. And all in isolation and yet somehow finding each other. There's a really beautiful magic and poetry in that. So just take a moment and allow yourself to see and be seen by everyone else on your screen. All of our different stories, choices that we made to prioritize this time together. And in this moment, I'd like you to tap into something that you're really grateful for. What am I deeply grateful for in this moment? And invite into your awareness the gratitude of everyone else on this screen. Thank you all. If you'd like to share what you're grateful for, go ahead and type it in the chat bar. And then go ahead and make your way to standing. And rub your hands together, generate a little warmth. Good way to kind of get in the body. Remember that I'm not just like a walking head in a jar, but I've got this like whole big body below. Whoa! Thanks, body, carrying me around, getting me from place to place. Take that warmth up and down the arms, top side, bottom side, inside, outside, maybe not inside. And along the belly, and the back, and down the legs, inside, outside, top side, bottom side. Thank you, feet, for carrying me around through the world. Sometimes I forget about you, but you never forget about me. Thank you, feet. Woof. And shake it out like you're shaking water off your hands. Shake, 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 shake. And let it be a whole body shake. Woo! 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 And now we are all Dory. I speak well. And then we're all our bratty teenage self who's sick of being locked in an apartment for too long. No, you don't. No, 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 no. Yep, yep, yep. And now you are a 4-year-old on a playground. Whee! Whee! Yes, just allowing yourself to open and explore all the different corners of your voice. If you've been with me before in this space, you know that there is absolutely no wrong way to make sound. So all sounds are welcome here. We spent a while blowing up the concept of bad and discussing how it's a construct and how it doesn't even matter. So all sounds are welcome here. And if you want that one, you'll get it next week. I'll tell more on that later, okay? We'll go ahead right now. You're gonna find the beat in your body. And if you haven't learned, actually, I'm gonna give you the, keep doing the beat. I'm gonna give you the lyrics here. So if you haven't sung the song with us before, there it is in your sidebar. And if you have, go ahead and jump in. Okay, 1, 2, 1. As I walk, I am grateful for the land that I walk on. As I walk, I am grateful for my feet that are walking on the land that I walk on. As I walk, legs, as I walk, I am grateful for my legs that are dancing, for my feet that are walking on the land that I walk on. As I walk, hips, as I walk, I am grateful for my hips that are swaying, for my legs that are dancing, for my feet that are walking on the land that I walk on. As I walk, belly, as I walk, I am grateful for my belly that is moving, for my hips that are swaying, for my legs that are dancing, for my feet that are walking on the land that I walk on. As I walk, ribs, as I walk, I am grateful for my ribs that are breathing, for my belly that is moving, for my hips that are swaying, for my legs that are dancing, for my feet that are walking on the land that I walk on. As I walk, you all look awesome. Voice, 1, 2, as I walk, I am grateful for my voice that is singing, for my ribs that are breathing, for my belly that is moving, for my hips that are swaying, for my legs that are dancing, for my feet that are walking on the land that I walk on. As I walk, eyes, as I walk, I am grateful for my eyes that see beauty, for my voice that is singing, for my ribs that are breathing, for my belly that is moving, for my hips that are swaying, for my legs that are dancing, for my feet that are walking on the land that I walk on. As I walk, spirit, as I walk, I am grateful for my spirit that is guiding, for my eyes that see beauty, for my voice that is singing, for my ribs that are breathing, for my belly that is moving, for my hips that are swaying for my legs, that are dancing for my feet, that are walking on the land that I walk on as I walk. Woo! Nothing like a dance party to start your Friday morning. And a reminder that I need to get in better shape. Yeah. Oh, thank you all so much. Yes, I'm so energized by a lot of the movement that I see on the screen. Thank you all so much. Yeah. Heck yes. Oh, it's so good. Holy cow, we're 2 pages of people. Yes, y'all, way to show up. Yes. Whew. So we're gonna do a lot of singing today. This is a singing for self-care class. And I wanna talk a little bit, and I've talked about this earlier in the week, but for those who are new, I was always taught that the opposite of giving is taking. Give and take. And I now understand that the opposite of giving is receiving. And that in receiving a gift, generosity is sparked, and the desire is to give back. And I was thinking a lot earlier this week, I'm gonna cry, about the privilege that it has been to self-isolate. And how there are a lot of people who do not have that privilege, and what a gift it is to have a home to self-isolate in. And feeling really, really deep gratitude for the healthcare workers and the teachers who have just like turned their lives upside down in the course of a week, and doctors who are working 64-hour shifts. And the ways in which this pandemic is really making very clear a lot of the injustice of our system in the way that it's currently structured. So we're getting a really clear look at that. And so what's been coming up for me is a lot of grief and a lot of anger, a lot of feeling helpless, and not knowing what I could do to give back, sensing that I have this privilege and this gift, and simultaneously feeling really alone, and then also like I didn't know what to do with that. And the voice is my way of processing and of giving back. And the more that I learn about the voice, the more I come to have a deep respect for its inherent healing qualities and the way that it connects us. And so a lot of what we've done over the last 2 weeks is exploring all the different corners of the voice, not just the pretty corners, not just the like, I want to sing good and sound good so that people like me corners, but some of the corners of like, wow, what does anger really sound like? And what does grief feel like in the body? And what does it sound like in the voice? And so a lot of my songs are medicine songs. And in medicine songs, there is equal parts giving and receiving. So if some of these songs are new to you, or if they are not coming through in a way that feels natural and easy and joyful, that's okay. And silence is equally part of the way that the voice communicates with us. Sometimes we need deep silence, and sometimes we need deep listening. And so if there is any point in class today where you feel as though you'd really like to just receive a song, that's also part of this class. And so you do not have to be making sound the whole time. And the invitation is that any sound and every sound is welcome in this space. So you also don't have to sound pretty, because pretty can be a prison. Yeah, off my soapbox. Great, moving on. We're gonna start with Go Slow. This is a really sweet one. A lot of you guys know this one by now, and you'll pick it up pretty quickly. There's only 2 lines. Go slow, and she takes her time. You can use whatever pronouns you want. Go slow. Go slow. Go slow. Go slow. She takes her time. She goes so slow. She takes her time. She goes so slow. Go slow. Go slow. Go slow. Go slow. She takes her time. She goes so slow. She takes her time. She goes so slow. Slow down. Way down. Oh, slow down. Go slow. Oh, she takes her time. She goes slow. She takes her time. She goes slow. Go slow. Slow down. Go slow. Slow down. Yes. Yes. You guys are the best. It's still like blowing my mind that there are people here right now. I just like kind of like sent out this blast. I was like, I don't know, you want to sing with me? I'm scared and alone. And then this happened. So always take a chance. That's my lesson learned. Yeah. We're gonna sing an anger song because I sense that there's a lot of anger that needs to move, at least in me. I'm gonna put the lyrics in your screen. We basically repeat this 3 times. So if you wanna like receive the first verse and then like jump in and make mistakes and don't care at all for the next 2 verses and just like let it go, that is an option. It's an invitation. So go ahead and stand up. There is body percussion in this one. So we'll learn it together, but stomp, swish, swish, stomp, swish, snap. Oh, what? Stomp, swish, swish, stomp, swish, snap. Stomp, swish, swish, stomp, swish, snap. Stomp, swish, swish, stomp, swish, snap. Okay? And your body has a higher knowing. So your body might need to like sleep before it's like, okay, I got this, human. I got this. Your brain's like not super helpful here. So like turn off your brain, move your body. And if you don't get it all right now, that's okay. It's part of the process, right? We're here to make mistakes. Yeah. Okay. Woo. Okay. Let it rise, let it burn, let it boil, let it churn, let it rise, let it burn, let it boil, won't you let it churn? It moves in me like flame, burn through this web of shame, this fire, anger. Here you let it go. Let it rise, let it burn, let it boil, won't you let it churn? Let it rise, oh, let it burn, let it boil, let it churn. It moves in me like flame, burn through this web of shame, this fire, anger. Let it rise, let it burn, let it boil, won't you let it churn? Let it rise, oh, let it burn, let it boil, let it churn. Yes, anger is a force, not something to be feared, but something to learn from. Woo! Yeah, I'm all fired up. We shake that one out. Yeah, there's a lot that's moving through right now. I'm just getting so much from seeing these faces. How about you guys? Yeah, feels real good to be here with you all. Thank you for being here with me. I see you, Jorah. Yes, yes, yes. This is a song called There's a Sorrow So Sweet. I'll put the lyrics in the sidebar. So they're there if you need. I've learned from being in process with my own voice that the voice, and I kind of hinted at this yesterday, but the voice has a bit of a higher knowing in terms of what's healing right now. And so sometimes everything needs to come out, and sometimes it's not quite ready. And so if you experience like a lot of tightness or a lot of like physical resistance to singing, step back into receiver mode. What information is my body and my voice giving me in this moment? And how can I allow my body and my voice to guide me rather than me telling my body or voice what it should do? It's a relationship of a lot of respect with the body and its higher wisdom. So in singing this song, if your body tells you that you just need to go and cry, that's okay. You can do that here in community if you want to be witnessed, that's welcome here. And if you want to turn off your camera and hang out with a furry friend or just cry alone, that's also welcome. And your body knows. So always trusting your body and allowing your body to be the guide and the true teacher, allowing your voice to be the teacher. Never force, never push. There's an elder in my community who just transitioned actually last spring. His name's Mala. And he said, never push yourself, never push another, never push the earth. And I think about that a lot. There's a sorrow so sweet, only song can sing it clean. There's a grief so wild, only time can tend it mild. Oh, little one, cry all your tears, for they reveal the shape of your heart, the sound of your soul. Oh, little one, cry all your tears, for they reveal the shape of your heart, the sound of your soul. There's a sorrow so sweet, only song can sing it clean. There's a grief so wild, only time can tend it mild. Little one, cry all your tears. There's no need to fear the shape of your heart, the sound of your soul. Oh, little one, cry all your tears, for they reveal the shape of your heart, the sound of your soul. There's a sorrow so sweet, only song can sing it clean. There's a grief so wild, only time can tend it mild. Gotta rehydrate. We're in it today, folks. We're in it. Whew. It's good to not be alone. Yeah. So the next thing that I'd like to do actually is to, uh-oh, my internet connection is unstable. Are you guys hearing me okay? Yeah? Okay, that's good. Don't fail me now, internet. I need you. So the next thing I'd love to do is I'd like to lead a little meditation. And in this meditation, you're welcome to just kind of make yourself comfortable wherever you want to be. You can sit or lay down on the ground. I'll invite you to close your eyes. And this is a meditation that invites the senses. So whatever information you get from your senses, whether it's visual, if your visual cortex lights up and you get some imagery, or if it's physical and you get chills or feelings of heat or warmth or numbness or coldness, all of those are welcome sources of information. And so there is no wrong way. There is nothing you should be experiencing. This is just simply an invitation to do a little journey. And we're going to go together. Go ahead and find yourself in a seated or comfortable position. Allowing your eyes to close. And imagining the feeling of sun on your skin. Sun warming the top of your head, relaxing all the muscles of the scalp, behind the ears, softening the brow, little muscles behind the eyes, allowing the jaw to soften, any tension just melting away, cleansed by the heat of the sun. Allowing the neck to soften as the head gently balances, freeing the muscles of the extrinsic and the outside of the neck. And letting that melting carry down into the shoulders, softening the collarbone and the shoulders, allowing the arms to rest freely. Relaxing all the way down through the rib cage, the place where your ribs meet in the front, under the sternum, the solar plexus. Allowing that to soften and warm. Inviting that warmth to pool in the belly, softening all of the internal organs. Caressing the spine, softening the low back and the low belly. Inviting yourself to balance around the core of yourself. Allowing everything in the edges to just soften as though you become permeable with the air around you. Allowing the hips to soften and widen, turning off any of those muscles, holding the legs. Just gently inviting them to relax. Never forcing, never pushing. Rather receiving the wisdom of the body and simply extending the invitation to soften. Allowing the legs to warm. Thank you, sun. Knees. Rushing down through the calves, into the ankles, into the feet. You might wiggle your toes gently. Thank you, feet. And from this place of welcome, of invitation, I invite you to imagine yourself in a place in nature. A place that perhaps has a special memory or a feeling of warmth and safety. And as this place comes to mind, invite you, using your mind's eye or your senses, knowing that there's no wrong way, to invite an awareness of what the ground looks like beneath you in this place. What are you sitting or standing on? And as this image comes clearly into your mind, you notice that there's a slight breeze, but it's warm and gentle, and the sun is the perfect temperature. And as your awareness broadens, slowly you become aware that you're surrounded by a grove of trees. And you might notice what kind of trees these are, and thank them for their presence. The way that they cleanse the air that you breathe, the shade that they offer. feeling gratitude for this place. And you notice that through the trees, you can see a figure approaching you. And curiously, you're not frightened. But as this figure comes closer and closer, you can see the shuffling gait and the white hair, perhaps no hair at all. And it dawns on you that this is someone who is very, very old. And as this being approaches you, you experience a moment of recognition. As you meet eyes, you recognize your elder self. Wrinkles line their face. The body has walked many more days on this earth than you. And all is well. This being carries a sense, deep found sense, that all is well. And as you spend time in the presence of this being who is you, the invitation is to receive any wisdom that your elder self has to offer you in this moment. Knowing that it is not long before this being crosses the threshold into the next life, wherever, whatever that might be. In this moment, simply inviting and welcoming this presence. And gently asking if there's anything that they would like you to know. And gently extend gratitude for the wisdom of the elder self. Thank you. And the figure, this being, turns and shuffles away through the trees, those trees which extend their benevolence, welcoming you into this place, inviting you to wiggle your toes into the ground, the earth beneath you, inviting movement back into the body, perhaps wiggling the fingers, and noticing as the warmth rushes up from the soles of your feet, through the calves, through the knees, warming the thighs, warming the pelvis and the bottom of the spine, opening the hips, pooling in the belly, up through the diaphragm into the rib cage, spilling out through the shoulders and down the fingertips, up through the neck, carrying through the voice, into the head, relaxing and warming the ears, eyes, jaw, scalp. Your entire body warms and expands. I invite you to expand into a stretch, Ah, thank you, body. Thank you, wisdom of the inner voice. And gently opening your eyes and coming back to presence with those who share the screen with you. And allowing yourself to see and be seen in this intimate experience. Thank you all for being here. I have one last song to sing. Some of you have heard me sing this song, and I think I taught it on a previous day, so I'm not going to teach it in the present moment. But again, you're welcome to just receive if the song is new to you, and you'll have this recording to go back to if you'd like to learn these songs and allow them to really become a part of you. Before I sing the song, actually, I do a lot of work with wilderness rites of passage. I volunteer with a group called Cascadia Quest. And wilderness rites of passage are familiar to many cultures around the world, but quite lesser known to dominant American culture. And in this experience, young men and young women, ages 14 to 18, are asked to go out into the wilderness and fast for 2 full days in solitude. And this experience of being alone has its own teachings. And so I'm reminded a lot of the teachings of the rites of passage. And I've been drawing a lot on a lot of those thinkers and speakers and writers who have given so much wisdom. And this song came to me when I was out this summer with the young women. So this is a song that is very dear to me. There is wisdom in every phase of the moon. There is sorrow in every swell of the sea. Woman like water is joyous. Woman like water is gentle. Woman like water carves canyons. She is tender. She is power. Set her free. She is tender. She is power. Set her free. Little song for the feminine in all of us. So as we bring this to a close today, I talked yesterday about cycles of giving and receiving, and I don't want to get on the soapbox too much, but it has become clear to me that this has been the most incredible incredible gift to be able to give in this time. And that I am nearing the end of my cycle. And so I am feeling the need to go inward and for some deep rest, and I can feel some new songs kind of ready to come through. So my intention is to spend the next week offline and really being deeply in love with my community here from 6 feet away and with the natural world, and really spending time in solitude with myself. So I am inviting you all into a Singing for Self-Care challenge, collective extravaganza. This is an experiment in emergent strategy, if you're familiar with emergent strategy, and if you're not, totally a read for the present moment. Emergent Strategy by Adrienne Maree Brown. It's a brilliant, brilliant book. She's a brilliant thinker. And the invitation here is to, if you have received any solace, or if you're curious about your own voice and would like to join me in this intention of spending some time in solitude with your own voice over the coming week, you can, I should have been prepared for this, but I wasn't. This is the thing. There we go. So I'm putting it in the sidebar. I made this page on my website, and you can enter your email. And every day I'm going to send you a mini Singing as Self-Care little challenge. So all of the classes that we've done so far are recorded and archived. So you can watch those and really investigate what anger sounds like in your voice, or what grief sounds like, and what tools we have as individuals to really empower ourselves to like get to know our own voice, and the space between the said and the unsaid, the silence and the noise. I'm really interested in learning how to speak in a way that is inviting love and community and understanding, and that is also acknowledging some of the really just obscene injustice that is really has always been there and is ever more clear in the face of the pandemic. So that's what I'm interested in. And if you also are curious about your own voice and have always wanted to spend some time doing more singing, or if you're in a choir and you miss it and you want to have a community that you're singing with, we're going to do this Singing a Self-Care challenge, and I'll be guiding you. You'll get an email from me just once a day with some tools and a simple little challenge of the day, and it shouldn't take much more than 5 or 10 minutes of just kind of being with yourself in your own voice. And so if you are interested in that, please put your email in my website. I promise I won't like spam you with a bunch of stuff. It's just this community effort. And the other part is that the voice can be a really amazing resource for healing and solace and not feeling alone. And so if you know of friends who would be interested, please extend. Please reach out. This is the time more than ever to practice reaching out, because there are a lot of us who are alone and would love to be reached out. So would love to receive an invitation. So this is not mandatory, it is simply an invitation. And if you would like to participate, I will guide you through it, and then I'll meet you on the other side, and we'll see where this community grows, because it just keeps growing day by day. And I'm really curious how we can collectivize and start creating new narratives about what this pandemic means, how we can learn to grieve, how we can learn to organize and start tree plantings or river cleanups, or do things where we're 6 feet apart, but we're like acting as a community. So I have a lot of curiosity, and I can't do it alone. So the invitation is to join me next week, and make sure to sign up. Let love go viral. Heck yeah! We'll end on that note. Yes. So you'll have the recording of today, where we did most of the songs that I've taught this past 2 weeks, but you'll also have all of the tools available to you in those classes. So I look forward to seeing you all on the other side. So much love. Thank you all so much for being here. It's really, really been a true privilege. Thank you for those of you who joined today. Y'all, red shirt, pink shirt, I see you dancing is so good. So great. Thank you so much for being here for everyone around the country. It's been the most amazing thing. The familiar faces that I've just gotten to know this week. So see you on the other side. Have a great day. Great week.